Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Seema and I have a quick question for you. Now it is important that you are really honest with your answer. Deal? Okay, so here's the question. As a child, how did you learn the very first words you ever knew? Did you learn it in kindergarten? I don't think so. Play school? Not really. How about books? Of course not. You were only a baby. The honest answer is that you simply heard someone say some things over and over and over again. And there, your brain just learned new words in a new situation. So let's say during bedtime, your mother would say, "Go to bed." Or she'd say, "Isn't it time you slept?" You listened and you learned. But the problem is, you learned in your own native language. So, English never really developed, right? So, what I'm trying to help you understand is that you cannot depend on grammar rules for being fluent, for being a natural English speaker. So, what does it mean to learn English naturally? Well, let me put it this way. You need to build your listening skills, or you need to learn to listen properly to learn English naturally, so that whenever you speak naturally because those typical phrases and words are registered in your mind. So stay tuned with me. I will help you how to listen and get fluent in English, just like a native speaker. You don't want to miss out on these really important tips. Have you heard about the power of impressions? Every human being learns through the power of impressions. What is that? The power of copying other people. Yes, I'm not even being funny, but you can learn to listen and understand English really well if you become a copycat. It's true. If you copy or imitate native English speakers long enough, believe me, you will start talking just like them. Now, a lot of you are not exposed to native speakers because you live in a non-English speaking country, like me. But don't worry, there's a really good way to play copycat. So what do you need to do? You need to try a technique called shadowing. Now, what do you think a shadow does? It does everything you do, right? So you have to be the shadow of what someone says. So that you can hear people on the podcast or watch Let's Talk with me, or your favorite movie, Netflix, anything. So let's say there's a favorite actor you like, okay? And you can hear him and then mimic his way of talking. So you need to shadow the way the rhythm of his voice goes up and down when he talks. Pick up on the way he pronounces words in a way that you do not know to pronounce. The other day, a student of mine tried shadowing a speech given by his famous actor, and he recorded himself doing it. After 3 recordings, I think he did a pretty decent job. I mean, he caught on the accent, he caught on the nice catchy phrases, and guess what? He actually remembered what he learned, because this natural type of learning was really fun. So yes, shadowing a good English speaker is your tip to speaking like them and learning English the natural way by learning to listen better. And how do we do that? By the power of impressions. So go ahead and have fun with your learning. Listen to speakers, copy them, and then learn how to speak fluently, just like them. Now, those who learn to speak English very well always try to listen carefully for certain sounds made in words. Okay, what are sounds? Now, sounds are what words are made up of, right? But in English, certain sounds seem very strange to you. Do you know why? Because in your language, those sounds do not exist. Now in India, in Hindi, we don't have the zh sound. The zh as in the zh pronounced in the word vision. It does not exist in our language. However, you need to listen carefully by paying attention to the mouth movements made by native speakers that helps them form those sounds. For example, the zh, you've got to make sure there is a vibration in your throat and you say zh. When you want to say thank you, your mouth goes like this, thank you. So, watch native speakers, hear them say sounds in a way that is very typical of the way English is spoken, not the way you speak English. So this will help you get the right accent, the correct pronunciation, and that will help you get fluent in as quick a time as possible. Now, a lot of my students tell me that native speakers, they speak in a very funny way. And I said, what do you mean by funny? So one student told me that some native speakers tend to eat up their words. Now, if you listen properly, you will indeed find that native speakers actually eat up their words. Why do they do that? Because they use the technique of connected speech while talking. That's right. All fluent English speakers will have connected speech. Now, what is that? Connected speech is talking in a way where you don't have to pronounce every single word that you say in a sentence. Why? Because when you're speaking fast, each word kind of combines into the other word, and the actual sound of the words in a sentence sounds very different from the way you would say each word individually. For example, a native speaker would say something like, I'll take a part of it next year. What he actually wanted to say is, I'll take a part of it next year. But he said, I'll take a part of it next year. So, individual sounds are not pronounced separately. Words are linked or joined and sometimes even eliminated to form a different sounding word. So part of it becomes part of it because the t in the word part gets linked to the o in the word of. So always listen carefully for connected speech. That's a really important tip, and that will help you understand and speak fluent English a lot more better than you currently are doing. Listening is something you have to consciously do. You have to tell your mind that you will take in all the information that you hear. So don't listen only with your ears open. Open your mind and get the right attitude to learn as much as you can. As you learn to listen with an open mind, you will see that you need to learn new ways of saying things and also unlearn the old ones. So develop a mindset of learning. Don't worry about how long the process will take. Don't worry about not seeing results fast enough. Have the right mindset and you will see that fluency will be achieved slowly but steadily. So this lesson and these tips are definitely going to help you speak like a fluent English speaker simply by listening in the right way. And you will now sound more natural, right? It's a lot better than learning grammar rules, isn't it? So go ahead, use these tips and tell me how they've helped you speak English naturally. I'll be back with some more lessons. Until then, this is me saying, keep practicing. Take care.